Yes, good morning to all. Welcome to online class. Today, I want to discuss approaches to talent development. Already we started our third unit, talent development and engage the talent. Regarding that, we completed brief introduction about talent development. What is the meaning of talent? Meaning of talent management, talent development process or model, policies of talent development. These are the topics were covered earlier. So all of you very well know the theme of talent development, the topic talent development is identifying talent peoples by using the different sources, attracting the talented peoples. Once you selected the talented peoples, you can develop their talent by using the different training programs and different training practices. So all of you very well know in last class, policies of talent development. Policies of talent development. Every company, they have unique policies, unique practices for development of employees' talent, unique training and development programs, unique training practices. By using different practices to develop the employee talent. So all of you very well know what are the policies of talent development. Hema, roll number 70. Roll number 70. What are the
Yes, sir.
policies of talent development? Can you explain?
Allocation of right person to the right
Allocation
job.
of right person to the right job. Definitely. We want to develop the talent from the respected employees for the respected position. You can allocating the right person to the right job. Definitely, they will give an excellent result. Yes. Next, second one.
Providing talent development
Providing
programs.
talent development programs. According to second policy of talent development, providing talent development programs. Here, talent development programs is nothing but to implement different training practices for the employees, to conduct different training programs for increasing the employee talent and knowledge in a particular position. Every company to maintain these talent development programs, like conducting different seminars, conducting different workshops, conducting different personal development programs, like that. Every company providing these talent development programs. The major theme of this policy is to improve employees' talents, to increase their capacity or capability in a particular position. So like that, every company must be designed talent development programs, like conducting the different seminars, conducting the different training practices, conducting the different training programs. By implementing all these practices, there is a possible to increasing the employee talent and knowledge. That is the second policy. Yes, third one.
Better hiring system.
Yes, better hiring system. So, better hiring system. We have to hiring the best people for our company. We can attracting best people or better people for our company. We can identifying their capabilities. We can identifying their knowledge, identifying their experience. By analyzing all these things, can hiring those who are the better candidates for the better positions in our company. Can identifying all these things, we can hiring the better candidates. There is no recommendations, there is no references. Those who are the workable talent or knowledge, definitely we can attracting that type of people. Definitely we can hiring that type of people. That's also one of the policies followed by every company. Yes, fourth one.
Understanding employees better.
Understanding employees better. So every time, what the best practices we have to provide, what the best things we have to providing for the employees. We are always focused on do something better to the employees, providing better practices for the employees. We are always in our hands providing them best or better for the employees. That's also one of the talent development policy. Yes, next one.
Better professional development decisions.
Yes, better professional development. We have to providing the employees' career, their growth, they're increasing their careers. So by using all these policies, there is a possible to development of employee talent. Every company to maintain particular policies for talent development for employees. Yes, thank you so much, Hema. Now, approaches to talent development. Policies and approaches both are different. Approaches, already we discussed in previous classes. Approach is a technique or method to solve a particular problem, to solve a particular situation. Approach is a technique or method to solve the particular problem or particular situation. Here, every organization or management to develop different approaches for the talent development. These approaches required to maintain talented people for the organization. These approaches possible to develop employee talent for particular positions in an organization. There are different positions in an organization. Now, their management have to need to develop different employees for fulfillment of the positions. There is a need to develop employee talent to give them excellent or better results for the company. You see, approaches to talent development is to requirements, select and maintain best talented employees in workplace. Yes, obviously. These approaches required. What is the importance of these approaches for talent development? What is the significance of approaches to maintain talent development? Yes, obviously. These approaches are required for talent development, selecting the best people, maintaining the talented people in a workplace. By using these approaches, company to select the best employees for the best positions in an organization and attracting the best talented employees, conducting the different talent development practices, talent development programs. Definitely, we can develop, we can maintain excellent talented people in the workplace. The company to maintain talented people in the workplace, definitely getting the good result, definitely getting the good productivity. That's why by using these approaches, can maintaining, we can selecting, when attracting talented people in the workplace. That is one of the aim or theme of maintaining the approaches to talent development. Next, the goal of talent management is the workplace must be well planned and talented personnel to be successful. Yes, the ultimate goal of approaches to talent management is a well-designed workplace. Well, talented people have to maintain the workplace. Definitely, the company to maintain talented people in the workplace, they can lead company successfully. They can increasing their production levels. So these are the major theme of the maintaining approaches to talent development. What is the purpose? What is the aim or what is the goal of talent development? We have to know by using these two sentences. So approaches of talent development. There is a need to maintain requirement of talented people, maintaining the best talented employees in the workplace. The goal of talent management is the workplace must be well planned and talented personnel to be successful. So these are the ultimate goal or aim of to maintain approaches to talent development. Yes. Next, what are the approaches? What are the approaches to maintain talented people in an organization? Majorly, there are 5 approaches in talent development. Here, different companies to maintain different approaches for development of talented people in an organization. Every company has their unique approaches for development of employee talent. So see, for example, take Wipro. They have the maintain unique approaches for development of their employees' talent. TCS, they have to maintain unique approaches for development of employee talent. IBM, Cognizant. So take any MNC. Compared to company, each and every company must have their unique approaches for talent development. They have to conduct the different training programs. They have to design their own approaches. They have to design their own workshops for increasing employee talents, for development of employee talent. Here, commonly, we have to discuss 5 approaches for employee talent development. These are 5 common approaches, not exactly 5 approaches. So already I told you, different companies to maintain different approaches, different unique approaches according to their company norms, their company rules and regulations. But here there is a need to discuss common 5 approaches in talent development. The first one is job description. An excellent approach, job description. All of you very well know, before going to job description, we have to discuss job analysis. So can anyone know about job analysis, which is a very important thing? Already we discussed a number of times. Can anyone? Job analysis. Can anyone reveal the information about job analysis?
What we have to perform in the job, sir? The content of job.
The content of job.
అంటే మనం జాబ్ లో ఏం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నామో వాళ్ళు ముందు చెప్తారు సార్. అంటే మీరు ఇది చెయ్యాలి, సో ఇది చేస్తేనే మీకు ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఇది ఉంటుందని చెప్పి. సో అది జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ అంటే.
Okay, right. Thank you. Here already we discussed a number of times. Job analysis is one of the element of human resource planning. In first stint, we discussed a number of times. I told a number of times. Job analysis is one of the important element or backbone of human resource planning. By using job analysis, you can designing number of jobs in an organization, can designing number of positions in an organization. Job analysis, analyzing or verifying the jobs in the company. By using job analysis, we can developing, we can designing, we can plan different positions in an organization. This job analysis classified into two categories: job description and job specification. Job description and job specification. So here our first approach is a job description. మీకు ఆఫర్ లెటర్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. వన్స్ ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత, వన్స్ యువర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ప్రాసెస్ ఈస్ కంప్లీటెడ్, you are selected for a particular position, then company manager issuing offer letter. In offer letter they mention JD. Inara peripranna offer letter lo your name, your position, your salary, everything mentioned. Then after your JD, in our offer letter they mention JD. JD ane name eppudu JD ane word eppudu JD stands for job description. Here job description అంటే ఏంటంటే, మీకు అక్కడ మీ ఆఫర్ లెటర్లో జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఇండికేట్స్ వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ రోల్స్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్, వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ డ్యూటీ, వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ టాస్క్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మెన్షన్ ఇన్ అవర్ జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్. సపోజ్ సురేష్ appointed as a assistant professor in MBA department, KBN College. So Suresh job description, what are the roles and responsibilities of the position of assistant professor, what are the tasks and activities, what are the company rules and regulations, what I have to follow by the company design rules and regulations. Everything mentioned in job description. So after completion of your MBA also, you have to attend a number of interviews. Then you will get the offer letter. In your offer letter clearly mention your job description. అంటే మనం చేయాల్సిన పనులు జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ అంటే మనం ఏం చేయాలనేది ఈ జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో క్లియర్గా మెన్షన్ చేస్తారండి. రైట్, హియర్ జాబ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద relationship between job description and talent development? Here, at the time of designing job description, at the time of planning for job description, here HR manager clearly mention what are the rules and regulation of a particular job, what are the roles and responsibilities of a particular job, what are the tasks and duties of a particular job. Everything as a manager clearly designed about a particular jobs. So there are the different jobs in an organization. It may be hundreds, thousands, lakhs, whatever it may be. What are the availability jobs in an organization? As a manager clearly designed. Suppose job description about the HR position. What are the roles and responsibilities of HR position? What are the duties and tasks of HR position? What are the roles and responsibilities of HR position? Like a sales position. What are the roles and responsibilities of sales position? Duties and tasks of sales position, rules and regulations of sales position. So like that, each and every job must be clearly described clearly described. So, after job description is completed in the organization, job description is completed for each and every position in an organization, then after we go for the selection process or recruitment or selection process. Now, here we are clearly designed. So what are the jobs available in the company? Each and every job clearly designed, clearly described. Now we can selecting the candidates. Now I have to take the position of HR. What are the job description of HR? At the time of selecting the HR position, if the candidate is satisfied for the HR position or not, if the candidate is suitable for the job description of the HR position or not, we can matching that HR job description and HR talent. If the candidate is satisfied the each and every job description regarding to the HR position, then automatically we can selecting that position for the suitable candidates. So like that, each and every position in an organization, at the time of entering process, we can verify that the candidate is suitable for that particular position or not. If the candidate is satisfied that job description or not, like that, by identifying all these candidates, we can identify the job description, can select it. Then automatically there is a possibility to development of the talent. Once we can allocate the candidates for different position by using the job description. Now conducting the training practices, conducting the training policies, conducting the training approaches. So definitely we have to possible to develop or implement employee talent or knowledge. There is a possible to develop their capacity, their capability or potentiality. So this is one of the excellent approach of job description. Is it clear? Job description is clear? Clearly understand?
Yes, sir.
I am asking everyone, not for Gautam.
Yes, sir.
Shall we proceed for next approaches?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So, what is the ultimate importance of job description for talent development? I hope you understand. Now, second approach, provide development opportunities. Yes, obviously. Provide development opportunities. Talent development policies we discussed. Providing the talent development program. In our policies of talent development. Hello. Request all the students please be on mute mode. Jai Sai. Jai Sai. Yes. One of the policy of talent development, second policy, providing employees talent development practices or programs. Same here also, second approach, provide development opportunities. Definitely, every company must be focused on employee development opportunities. They have to providing their career development opportunities. Their career opportunities. How can you get career opportunities? Through talent development. Definitely, anyone get any opportunity or any promotion through the talent development. General ga promotion కావచ్చు, opportunities కావచ్చు. ఏ వేసుకొని ఇస్తారండి ఎంప్లాయీస్ కి? ఎంప్లాయీ ప్రమోషన్స్ ఆర్ their opportunities, career opportunities. At what basis provided by the company? On the basis of experience, on the basis of employee talent,
Work, sir. Work.
yes, on the basis of knowledge. All these criteria. By considering all these criteria, company providing their promotions or development opportunities. The company always focus on to creating roadmap for employee development, designing a path for development opportunities, to identifying what are the possible ways, to identifying what are the alternatives for employee development opportunities, by providing different talent development practices, by maintaining different seminars or workshops, creating general awareness programs for employees, personality development programs, by providing all these facilities, by providing all these activities, definitely there is a need to development of employee talent. The employee talent is developed. Employee have to maintain excellent skills and knowledge of talent. Definitely there are different opportunities in market. Definitely there is a possible to development of their career growth or career development. That's why company maximum providing employee development opportunities, their career growth, their personal growth. First of all, development of employee opportunities, first have to providing different practices as programs for their talent. The employee talent is development. Definitely there are number of opportunities. So finally, what I conclude that providing development opportunities, every company to maintain different development programs or development practices for employees, there is a possible to development of their talent. Employees have to maintain unique and excellent talent. Definitely there are different possible alternatives for their career opportunities, different alternatives for their career development. So that is the second approach. So according to second approach, definitely company have to providing employees development opportunities. Next, coming to third approach of employee talent development, performance assessment. Excellent approach. Performance assessment. Performance assessment is an important approach for each and every employee in an organization. Performance is nothing but evaluation of employee activities in a particular work. Evaluation of employee performance in a given task. Performance equal to behavior plus result. Evaluation of employee behavior and result in a particular work or given task. Definitely, how can assessment our performance? How can assess our talent? So performance assessment. Now calculate the 2015 to 2020. Your performance, some XYZ employee. XYZ employee performance assessment of 2015. What is the result and behavior? 2016. What is the employee result behavior? 2017. Behavior and result. Like that. Year by year, you can assess the performance of a particular employee. Definitely, if the performance levels are increases year by year, your attitude, your talent, your knowledge, your behavior, each and every aspect, you have to improve by year. Definitely, you are a talented employee. Definitely, you have to improve your talent. Improved your talent. So that is called performance assessment. performance assessment is one of the excellent approach in talent development. ఈ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ యూజ్ చేసి మన టాలెంట్ మనం కంపేర్ చేసుకోండి. మీకు ఎప్పుడు నేను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో చెప్తూ ఉంటాను. సో కంపేర్ టు 10th class టు ఇంటర్మీడియట్, కంపేర్ యువర్ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ టు యువర్ డిగ్రీ, కంపేర్ యువర్ డిగ్రీ టు యువర్ MBA, compare your MBA to your professional life. Like compare to each and every stage, definitely you people identified your talent differentiation. Definitely you people identified your knowledge differentiation. Definitely you people identified your performance differentiation. So like that, performance assessment is one of the best approach for employee talent development. Each and every employee must be analyzed their performance assessment each and every year. Yes, your performance assessment, if your performance is increases year by year, definitely your talent must be improved. Your talent improved. మన పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ లెవెల్స్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? మన టాలెంట్ డెవలప్ అవుతుంది. మనం హ్యావ్ టాలెంట్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్డ్. Definitely we have to improve in our talent. So performance assessment is one of the best approach, one of the best method or practice for employee talent development. ఈ performance assessment అనేది not only for employees, మిమ్మల్ని అందరూ చెక్ చేసుకోమని చెప్తున్నాను నేను అప్పుడప్పుడు. సో 10th class టు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ టు డిగ్రీ టు MBA మీరు కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే మీ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ లెవెల్స్ కావచ్చు, మీ టాలెంట్ కావచ్చు, మీ నాలెడ్జ్ కావచ్చు, మీ స్కిల్స్ కావచ్చు, డెఫినెట్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై సమ్ డిఫరెన్షియేట్. దట్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఏ ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ టాలెంట్. మీరు ఏమైతే ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తారో ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే టాలెంట్ అంటామండి. డెఫినెట్లీ. సో పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద బెస్ట్ అప్రోచ్ ఫర్ టాలెంట్ డెవలప్మెంట్. ఇక్కడ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అసెస్మెంట్ మీన్స్ to calculate the employee result and behavior in a particular work. That is called performance assessment. Is it clear? Performance assessment approach is clear for talent development?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall we go for next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Effective selection process. Very good. Excellent method. Excellent approach. Effective selection process. Effective selection process is one of the approach for talent development. Already one of the policy of talent development, better hiring system. Am I right? In better hiring system, what I told you, there is no references, there is no fraud. We can selecting the suitable candidate for the suitable position. That is a better hiring. Here also, effective selection process. Every company to maintain excellent, effective, efficient selection process for the candidates for fulfillment of different positions in an organization. Definitely there is a possible to maintain talented peoples in our company, talented workers in our organization. Effective selection process. Here also, different companies to maintain different selection process system. Every company must have their unique selection process. Small organizations have to follow one type of selection process. Medium scale organizations to follow one type of selection process. Large organizations to follow one type of selection process. So like that, each and every company must have their unique selection process. Whatever it may be, whatever their unique selection process, here the theme of effective selection process is allocating right person to right job in a particular position. Here, effective selection process. Generally, general selection process includes preliminary interview, like any written test. Once preliminary interview is qualified, general interview. If general interview is qualified, technical rounds. So by using the different selection methods, by using the different selection test. So I think all of you will learn in a selection process. HRM లో selection methods selection test నేర్చుకున్నారండి సెకండ్ సెమ్ HRM లో.
Yes, sir. నేర్చుకున్నాం సార్.
డిఫరెంట్ సెలక్షన్ డిఫరెంట్ సెలక్షన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ సెలక్షన్ టెస్ట్లు ఉంటాయి, నేర్చుకున్నారా? డిఫరెంట్ సెలక్షన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్, ప్యానల్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ, డెప్త్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ, స్ట్రెస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ, individual interview, group interview. These are the different types of interviews. Next, selection test, aptitude test, mechanical test, attitude test. So like that, by using the different tests. This is a lengthy process. So by using the different selection interviews, by using the different selection tests, we can scrutinize the candidates for the best position in your company. Next, medical test. Next, HR interview. Next, identify the reference. Next, placement order. This is one of the simple selection process. Preliminary interview, general interview, by conducting different selection interviews, by conducting different selection tests, HR interview, medical test, reference, then place the order, placement order. So like that, there are the different selection process. So in MNCs, selection process is very high. మీకు తెలుసా లేదనండి, ఒక ఎంఎన్సీ కంపెనీస్లో జాబ్ అప్లై చేయాలంటేనే అప్లికేషన్ ఇంక్లూడెడ్ 14 to 15 to 20 pages. ఆల్రెడీ I told నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్. డూ రిమెంబర్? ఒక అప్లికేషన్ అప్లై చేయాలంటే ఒక ఎంఎన్సీ కంపెనీస్లో ఒక జస్ట్ అప్లికేషన్ అప్లై చేయాలంటేనే 15 to 20 pages ఉంటుందండి. ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ ద 5 to 7 days. ఏంటది? జస్ట్ అప్లికేషన్ అప్లై చేయాలంటే, అప్లికేషన్ మనం ఫిల్ చేయాలంటేనే. So once application is applied, once your application is shortlisted, then shall go for the interview process. So interview process is like that. నేను చెప్పాను కదా ఇప్పుడు మీకు, రిటన్ టెస్ట్ కావచ్చు, జనరల్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ కావచ్చు, డిఫరెంట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ టెక్నిక్స్ కావచ్చు, డిఫరెంట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ టెస్ట్లు కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే హెచ్ఆర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ కావచ్చు, సో ప్యానల్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ కావచ్చు. ఇలా by using the different interview processes, by using the different selection techniques and selection interviews, we can finalize it. So it is a lengthy process. Why the companies to follow this type of selection process? Because we can scrutinize the talented peoples. We can scrutinize effective and efficient peoples for our company. ఒక టాలెంటెడ్ పీపుల్స్ని స్క్రూటినైజ్ చేయడానికి, ఒక ఎక్సలెంట్ నాలెడ్జబుల్ క్యాండిడేట్స్ని స్క్రూటినైజ్ చేయడానికి ఇంత ఇంటర్వ్యూ ప్రాసెస్ ఉంటుందండి. దానికోసం అని చెప్పి ఇలా ఎఫెక్టివ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ సెలక్షన్ ప్రాసెస్ని మెయింటైన్ చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్, కమింగ్ టు ఫిఫ్త్ అప్రోచ్, ఎఫెక్టివ్ కాంపన్సేషన్. కమింగ్ టు ఫిఫ్త్ అప్రోచ్, ఎఫెక్టివ్ కాంపన్సేషన్. ఎస్, effective compensation also one of the approach to create talented people in an organization, possible to develop employee talent in an organization. Effective compensation, definitely, to providing equal work to equal salary. Without any deviation, without any partiality, the company has to provide effective compensation to talented people in an organization. Compensation is a remuneration provided by the employer for the service of an employee. Compensation is a remuneration provided by employer for the service of an employee. Here, effective compensation include equal compensation to equal talented employees. Yes, definitely, company have to providing the better compensation, better salaries or better benefits to talented people in an organization. There is no partiality. There is no differentiation. Yes, some XY is a X is a talented employee. Definitely company have to provide an excellent salary to, an effective salary to the talented employee. Why? Because this effective compensation to create developing again and again talented for the employees, creating possible to or path to development of employee talent. Yes, definitely. ఇప్పుడు మంచి టాలెంట్ ఉన్న ఎంప్లాయీస్కి బాగా కష్టపడి పనిచేసేవాడికి కంపెనీ రీజనబుల్గా సూటబుల్గా శాలరీ ఇస్తుందంటే డెఫినెట్లీ వాడు ఇంకా కష్టపడి బాగా పనిచేస్తాడు. డెఫినెట్లీ వాడు తన టాలెంట్ ఇంకా డెవలప్ చేసుకుంటాడు. సో దట్స్ వై ఎఫెక్టివ్ కాంపన్సేషన్ క్రియేట్స్ talented employees in the company. Effective compensation system providing development of talented employees in the company. So effective compensation also one of the approach talent development and development of talent in the employees. So these are the 5 approaches to maintain talent development in an organization, to develop talented employees in an organization. An excellent approaches: job description, provide development opportunities, performance assessment, effective selection process, effective compensation. By using these 5 approaches, definitely the company have to maintain talented employees in their organization. Company have to develop talent in the employees. So in last class, 5 policies of talent development. Today class, 5 approaches of talent development. 5 policies for talent development, 5 approaches for talent development. Okay, so I hope all of you understand today's class and yesterday's class. So
Yes, sir.
5 policies and 5 approaches. Is it clear to everyone? Do you have any doubts regarding the today's class or yesterday's class?
No, sir.
If you have any doubt regarding the yesterday's class or today's class, then you can reveal your doubts. Definitely we will discuss. Now, shall we close today's session?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing.
Okay,
And
sir.
one more thing is, and yesterday night I posted one case study in a Google Classroom. Already we discussed in the classroom. Am I right? So,
Yes, sir.
simple paper మీద రాసి analysis మీ ఓన్గా పేపర్ మీద రాసి అయినా పోస్ట్ చేయండి.